A lot of people are going to take exception to that. It isn't that people are lazy. It's that there is exogenous situations which only come around a handful of times in a century where the government does need to step up. Now, I'm not happy about the level of intervention, as I think many American citizens aren't. In fact, in some cases, they may be making it worse. But sometimes you need the government to step in when the economy is in as much pain as it is.
But sometimes you need the government to step in a way. Sometimes you need the government to step in a way that's not financial with leadership. Sometimes you need a president and the Treasury Secretary to walk out there, not only just to Wall Street, but to Main Street, to average Americans, say, you're going to be okay. Calm down, relax for a second. We're going to be okay. This president has done nothing but to add to the fear of the average American people out there. That's why they're not buying things, because he's telling us we're in a crisis every moment. I need a president that when there is a crisis tells me he's in charge of it, he's okay, and he's going to be able to handle it. And you don't need the government to bail you out. Every time that we tell people that we're going back to the Great Depression, we're not close to the Great Depression, and that's the great part about it right now. But our president hasn't said that.
Okay, so look, Ben, you're making a very good point, although, Grover, here's the thing. The approval ratings of this president are very, very high. When he does a town hall meeting yesterday where he's doing basically a live web chat, allowing people to send things in through YouTube and the internet, there has never been a president in American history who has given the people the access that he has given the people of this country right now. And so people may blame this government for what it is doing right now to rectify the situation, but he's delivering on transparency. He's delivering on relationship and accountability, no?
Absolutely not. This is one of the least transparent administrations around. He promised that he would have that stimulus spending, trillion-dollar spending proposal on the web, online, for everybody to read for 5 days.
Yes.
They lied about that. They didn't do that. They're supposed to have every check they write up on the web immediately. What you get when you go to their transparency site is a bunch of propaganda. Putting propaganda online does not make it transparency. Actually, state governments like Texas have actually moved a lot faster on having real transparency. This administration is giving you phony transparency, and his popularity numbers are, frankly, not that much better than Bush's at this point in his administration.
And if there was transparency, look at AIG. The bailout and how much money they received would have been out there. They know that the best thing they can do right now is say that they're transparent and get it through as fast as they can without letting people read it, and then it's passed, and oh well, next year, I mean, look at his own budget director said that they're the relief pitcher right now, and next year they're in charge.
All right, so guys, instead of talking about how this administration is failing the American dream, can we redeliver American dream? I mean, should we believe in the American dream? What should it be? Thomas, you go first.
Sure.
Okay, well, certainly, first of all, on the transparency issue, we need transparency from the Fed. We need congressmen to support H.R. 1207 to audit the Fed and find out what this institution is up to. The Congress debates an $800 billion stimulus package. The Fed will create $2 trillion, in effect, in a day. We don't know what's going on with it. I mean, there's something wrong with that model. But what can be done? Well, what has been done that's worked in the past? Well, propping up zombie companies and bailing everybody out is what Japan tried, and they got 18 years of the doldrums. Whereas the United States, in our history, when we have had a correction like this and we let the market sort it out, and we're all told that's terrible superstition, the market can't sort it out. Oh yeah? What about the Depression of 1920-21, where the federal government actually cut its budget? They did the opposite of this phony stimulus. The Fed stayed out, and you had a robust recovery. But every time the federal government says we're going to roll up our sleeves and solve this, it makes it worse. So if we want to restore the American dream, restore the free market. It will sort through these problems far faster than Barney Frank or Chris Dodd.
Okay, Grover, your thoughts?
A depression is a recession that the government tries to fix. What the government could do best, what Obama and Reid and Pelosi could do best, is sit down, shut up, and stop doing things. What's scaring the market is efforts to change labor law so that we don't have elections anymore and they can force everybody into unions anytime they want to, handing more power to trial lawyers, handing $1 trillion to corrupt big city political machines. Every time you even talk about doing that stuff, it damages the market.
All right, Ben, I'll give you the last word. We just have about 20 seconds.
I look at one company, FedEx. They had to lay off 1,000 workers, and the Obama administration is trying to unionize them, and they had to play hardball and say, we're not gonna buy any more American aircrafts if you unionize us, because you will crush our business. They need to stay the heck out of private business and actually do their job in Washington instead of filling out NCAA brackets and telling us they're transparent all in the same week on Leno.
Oh, my goodness. Ben, Thomas, and Grover, you three. Wow, the 1-2-3 punch. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. I'd love to have you guys back. Hopefully next time we'll have some people who actually think the government's doing a good job, too.